EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Chicago Bears.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. We go tonight. Like 20. 59. Mike the 59. Watch the car.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Buying time to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Davis now. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, wahoo! Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Check.
Here's Trubisky to throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Davis. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on. And
rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taylor Gabriel there to make the grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go deeply. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air.
And he's going to go down again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
I got you. I got you.
They're going to go for it. It's Goff. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They try again with Cohen. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They'll pick up another first down with that run.
On the carry, it's Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bears take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset?
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free, What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Trubisky now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Switch. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist. Slam. Check 24. Hey, check.
They'll run with Davis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again here with Davis. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Corey Littleton drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again they run with Gurley. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is gone. He gets it to Gurley, complete.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double dog. That's the way.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Let's go.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On 2nd and goal, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. Off now to throw. This one to the left to Higbee. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears.
We just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice. Finish it off with this type of a drive, kick the game-winning field goal. Everyone feels good and heads to the locker room. In this case, though, they're not going to feel so great about it.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Wide, get wide. Check, crunch. Lunch 59.
On second down, it's Cohen. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Check 13.
First down, a run with Cohen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Check.
Trubisky to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle. After the sack on first down, Trubisky under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Alert! Check 59. Mike is 59. Bravo! 59. Mike's 59.
Now Trubisky to throw. Eluding and a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now.
Mike, check, 59. Move.
Now it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
At the 46-yard line.
Who there?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself. It's 2nd down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
We go tonight. 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Gotcha.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Goff with his first throw in OT. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up.
And the pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we?
All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
Mike, check.
4th down, here's Trubisky. Now this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. This to win it in overtime. And Zuerlein pulled it. Zuerlein pulled it. It's no good. Wide left. And we will play on here in overtime. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
59. Mike. Hey, exit. Mike, 59.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. Out of the gun, Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
First down, Bears.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime.